surgery in the offseason. He's back and ready to do it all over again. Can he win again? He was with our Todd Bodine just moments ago.
Well, lane race, last time you were here at Bristol Motor Speedway, anywhere else. Until it warms up, and then it'll be the other way around.
Get ready to race here at Bristol.
Pace truck takes that hard left.
It's Bristol, baby. And the
Daniel
green flag is
Hemrick.
in the air. Racing on Bristol
Tyler
on the right.
Lead the field to green, and we are racing at
great
Bristol.
start by Hemrick.
Wow, great launch for the 19 truck.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the 11 already. Joey, he just really closed after Hemrick got that great start. The 11 is right on him.
Look at that top part so you guys don't see it.
Great racing already, side by side.
And we'll tell you when they go.
And this is everyone filling out their truck. Where can I go? Where can I not go? And where is that traction compound at? When can I start getting down there? You want to be late to the party, right? When that stuff gets activated and you can't get down there in time, you're going to get freight trained.
See Hemrick right here. He won the last race.
What's that feel like? I've never raced on this type of surface, Joey, with that traction compound. What's the difference? What's it feel like? Well, right now you see Ty Majeski on the bottom. He went there a little bit early and wiggled up the racetrack. So I don't think it's quite in yet, but then it's again you see Chandler Smith grab that bottom. There's just, when it gets activated, there's a lot of grip in it, and you can tell it's already starting to be grip. Chandler Smith looking three wide.
Wow, what a battle.
Chandler Smith's been one of those drivers, Michael, Joey, we've talked about him week in and week out. It's just a matter of time before he finds his way to victory lane. Former winner, one of 4 former winners in the field here at Bristol.
And this is something the spotters right now are immediately communicating to their drivers, that the traction compound is starting to be activated. Passes are being made down there. Don't be late to the party.
The spot on top of the power log is blocked.
Corey Haim is faded. He had that great start right there through one and two, but he's been passed by a few trucks. Back in the 5th position now.
What's happening?
And I expect a lot of passing in the beginning of this race. You got trucks that did not get to practice. Balances could be all over the place. Some trucks may be really loose, some may be really tight, and they didn't qualify. So the fastest trucks aren't possibly in the front. They may be all over the place. So a lot of action to start this race.
Last idea actually was at Phoenix.
It's a battle for third right here.
Look at this mess.
Look at this right here. 71 back there. We've been talking about him.
81.
I glanced up and they were 4 wide. They sorted that out down to 3 wide. But this is a battle. This is what we expected, Joey. Without qualifying, a lot of strong trucks in the back making their way to the front. Yeah, everyone's just trying to figure out where to go. That's you're doing that mess.
That's
the battle for the lead.
This year is the first time.
Can he make it stick getting around Daniel Hemrick, who just led his first laps ever at Bristol, and he does it. New leader.
Is this when you radio your spotter and say, traction compound engaged? Yeah, it's definitely engaged. And you're going to see all the trucks migrate to the bottom of the racetrack here and just start rubbering up. And now what's going to happen, if it runs long, rubber will start to build up on there, and it'll start to lose grip eventually, but not for a long time, and possibly not even in this race.
Norm Benning, that Chandler Smith just got around.
Race this season of Chandler Smith.
Let's take a look back at the pass for the lead.
I'd say nothing better for me when I used to race here, Joey, is having a truck that will just stick to that bottom, run that yellow line, and you can see Hemrick maybe slips a little bit here as Chandler approaches, and bam, he's able to take it low and take the lead. He's just able to wrap it, right? When you're able to wrap the very bottom for a long time, get that straight line.
I won around here, guys.
The 81 truck and the caution comes out for the first time.
He got it the first time today.
Hear that spotter talking to his driver, Connor Mosak. Get going, get going. Here comes the leader. Those spotters, we haven't touched on them yet, Joey. I know you know the value of a spotter and how critical it is here at Bristol because of what we've talked about, how fast things happen. Things are happening fast and you can't see very far ahead of you. When you put those two things together, you can't stop quick enough, you can't see it, and you get some of the chain reaction things happen here. But let's see what happened to Connor Mosak. He's on the bottom there of the 15. Tanner Gray.
Contact made.
Squeeze him at all. It just Mosak over.
Tanner Gray.
He
almost saved that to it with 40 around. Great job by everyone to miss it 81. Spinning out.
Like you said there, Michael. I think you just shipped it in there a little bit too hot.
Yeah, a little bit too hot. It's like Joey said.
Wow.
Nice move. Wow, Joey Mozak. Excuse me. Can't even speak.
No damage.
Yeah, no damage for
Jack
that.
Wood, his teammate, the 91, just escaped him as well.
So he's the top 10. We got
Connor Mozak was 19 at the time of that spin.
Luke Vinhouse in that 66, he just celebrated his 21st birthday, and he probably looked out his windshield there and said, hold on now, I'm a birthday boy. Get that thing out of my way.
So I'll be interested to see what NASCAR does here. You're 19 laps into the race. You got the comp caution coming out at the division there, so it was cool to have us all there celebrating.
Excuse me, Hamburger Chair Smith.
All right.
Coming
out of turn 4, Daniel Hemrick leads him once again. Chandler Smith on the outside. Smith has led 16 laps. Hemrick 8.
We see a trend here so far. The outside has been the preferred line, Joey. Do you expect that to last all night long? Is that the best way to get going here at Bristol?
I think for a couple laps, right? The first couple laps, the outside prevails, but it's like we talk about that traction compound. Once it gets activated, it's going to start ripping, and I think there it is. A lap or two is all it's going to take.
The truck series is so competitive. You look back through the field and there's just battles everywhere. That 34 truck, I think we're going to hear a lot out of him. He said he brought the same truck, same setup as he had last fall. Looks like it's solid so far.
And he said he brought the swagger too, Michael.
That's right.
He's ready to bring it on. There's the 11.
No, not down.
Corey Heim led over 220 laps the last two races, came up short both times, hoping for a little redemption, but he's never won here at Bristol.
You know, I don't ever count Corey Heim out, no matter if he's won here or not, but right now I will say his truck does not look real good. You see him stuck there on the outside. He's outside that traction compound that we've been talking about, but even when he gets down, he just seems not real good, right? He's not able to really keep the pace. I'm sure he's looking to get to the end of the stage and get to work on that truck a little bit.
That's Mexico here, man.
There you see him just ripping that bottom like you talked about. There's Matt Crafton. He's off to a solid start, as is Corey Day. He's picked up the most spots since the start of the race, so it's nice to see this kid moving up and through the field. He just put one on his mentor, Kyle Larson, put him behind him, so good stuff for this 7 truck.
Yeah, that thing looks pretty solid. He's wrapping that bottom like we talked about. Matt Crafton wasn't having that, though. I'm going to get down to the bottom, because Crafton knows if I get worked up off the bottom, I may lose more than one spot.
More than one spot.
Because there's a truck right behind me.
There's
the biggest movers we've talked about. Corey Day leading that list. Grant Enfinger made a pit stop and is moving up solidly. I like to say 88 truck of Crafton, the old crafty veteran.
7, and the caution is out over the second time. We have a couple trucks around.
Ty
Majeski and Frankie Muniz just in the middle of 3 and 4.
Frankie was struggling getting lapped, and I don't know if Majeski is upset or not, but if he is, he can tell Frankie.
So you think they're talking to each other?
They're door to door.
Yeah, they're door to door.
Well, Ty Majeski was third at the time of this, and we were just watching it on side by side. They were all splitting every which direction around Frankie Muniz. He was back in 33rd.
Oh, still
Friesen with heavy damage.
Friesen was only 5th at the time.
Most of his hood is missing on the left front.
Damage to Stuart Friesen.
There's a lot of trucks.
Got Tony in there too. Wow, this is
what happened here?
A lot of contact.
Brandon Jones there.
Brandon Jones, I saw a little damage on Brighton.
Oh my God, Fox!
We didn't see what started it, but there's a lot of
Fox. You baby, we didn't trust what happened.
Let's listen to Ty Majeski's radio.
Fox missed what happened.
I thought he was going to stay freaking top. I don't know what he was doing.
How you going to get out of Majeski? How you supposed to get out?
On the 18 at the track, and then he moved left.
Oh, that works. That works, Majeski.
Man, that's a shame,
that works.
Truck you can win the race with.
Let's take a look here. We got a camera on the tire
barriers. Get another view of this mess.
Oh, we barely almost started.
4 trucks just wadded up there.
I mean, that's Bristol too, right? As soon as something goes wrong, there's nowhere to go, right? You're going so fast, you can't check up and get out of the way. And a lot of trucks got torn up, and obviously we still haven't seen the start of this one, but there's a...
Sounded like Majeski felt like Frankie went up. It was up top and didn't stay up there. Thought he was going to stay up top.
And we know, Ty Majeski, like we said, he was running third. He's fast. He was lapping, the slower truck there, and you're trying to anticipate where someone's going.
Chandler Smith on the outside, Tyler Ankrum on the inside, Lane Riggs, Ben Rhodes behind him. Green flag is in the air once again. It's a short sprint to the end of the stage.
Yep, it is.
Just great launches by those outside trucks. We saw Smith really do his job there on that restart.
And there's my pick. In 6, Larson. Final lap, stage 1 of Bristol.
Final lap of stage number 1, Chandler Smith.
Number 2, down the back straight with the final time
Ben
stage
Rhodes.
1 for Chandler Smith. And turns 3 and 4.
Out of
Chandler
turn
Smith
4,
with the win
Chandler
stage
Smith.
1 at Bristol.
Flag is in the air. Picks up stage win number 1. Gets
And that's
those
the top
10 bonus
10.
points.
Top 10 is Ray. He actually is
Ben Rhodes second, Tyler Ingram, and
Never mind.
Reed
I'll
Riggs.
come back to the stage 2
The night so
start.
far has belonged to that.
I'm
Chandler
into stage
Smith once
2.
again in
Yeah,
the
Bristol.
outside. Ben Rhodes this time restarting on the
knocking
front
away from
row.
stage 2. Great restart, Chandler Smith.
173 laps left to go here at Bristol.
Man, Ben Rhodes just hard to get through the gears on that bottom lane. And you see the bottom middle roll through 1 and 2 pretty good, but gosh, he lost so much distance to the leader.
Look at him stacking up there for second position. Ben sliding up the hill as Chandler drives off.
One lap, he is checked out.
Somebody almost ran him out. Oh, no. Roger Caruth.
71, Raja Karuth goes around.
And the caution got to get at Bristol.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah, I saw him in the background. I saw him in the background.
Where he started spinning out.
In the background.
He's talking about Caden Honeycutt.
Oh.
A lot of times that, if it's on the straightaway, maybe changing lanes or trying to, hold your position, but the spotter saw it definitely as Caden Honeycutt just turned Raja around.
About his first career win.
Well, we'll have to wait and see here.
Yeah, I see him. I saw him in the background. Take a look here. So there he is right there.
Raja back in 8th.
Honeycutt right there.
See him coming off of turn 4.
Well, I'm going to have to say that little push there was it.
There you go. Lucky they come back off the track.
Very rarely are you going straight down the front straightaway and having the momentum to do that to someone, but that's exactly what happened. See if you can see what, maybe Raja didn't get off the corner as good as Caden thought. Caden's got somebody right in the back of him. Corey Himes pushing him. You see that?
Yeah, it just looked like Raja was not going off the... He's on the straightaway. He should be wide open there, and it looked like just they were going faster. But it doesn't seem like it makes any sense that they're going fast at that point. I almost makes you wonder, did he have an engine issue or something like that? It was a stumbling a little bit for them to just run all over the back of them in that part of the racetrack. Very odd.
Okay, I'll come back for the restart here. Restart here.
Here we go.
And back in the way, no
laps left to go.
Actually,
Chandler Smith once again leads them. Ben Rhodes solid in the 99.
Look at that.
The 18, Tyler Ingram. That's a truck that was really tight. Gets sideways. Here comes the 07, Kyle Larson.
Yeah, he's been moving up through the field on these restarts. He's been choosing well and having good restarts. This time he's going to lose a spot or two as he's trying to get going here. And it's none of his fault. It's just he's a little trapped. There's a 3 wide in front of him.
That is dangerous. Dicey.
So the first 2 trucks have not pitted. Bailey Curry in the 44 did pit.
Yeah, he's in 3rd right now
Corey
behind
pitted,
Akram.
and he's made his way up to battle for a top 5 position.
Yeah, there you see it. Laps on tires. Corey Heim only 26 versus 87.
Larson slipping down there on the bottom.
What do they change?
That first stage was uncharacteristic for that 11 truck. We've seen him lose that many positions all year long, but it looks like whatever they did to that truck, he likes it now.
Yeah, he's just trapped. You see him. He's got tires. He's got a fast truck right now because he's got a tire advantage. Now he's able to roll the outside of Lane Riggs, possibly.
Being told that the 11 team thought they had a right rear going down that first run.
Well, that would make sense the way he ran. But he's not able to make any ground on the outside there versus Tanner Gray in the 15 truck.
Well, we know how it is, right? If you're going to pass trucks, it's going to be in the first 5 laps maybe until that traction compound kicks in. Now it's kicked in, and look at the bottom's rolling. You got to get back down to the bottom. He's going to have a tight squeeze to get in here. Makes it happen.
End of the race at Martinsville. It was the 11 and the 45. 45 was behind Corey Heim. They got together, pushed Corey Heim up the racetrack, and his chances for the win went out the window. Of course, we know how that ended with a backflip in victory lane by Daniel Hemrick.
Grant Enfinger has scratched up to the 11th spot. Saw him make an early pit stop. Backing up what we said at the top of the show, strategy will be all over the place, and we're seeing that right now, Joey.
Well, yeah, and the strategy for the leaders is non-pit right now. At some point, they're going to have to. They're probably going to run through stage 2, put their tires on there, and just.
These two can't shake each other.
Yeah, but now 2 to go.
Yeah, they've been racing back and forth pretty much this whole run, and you see Anchor right in front of them.
Went for 5th.
Corey Heim.
2.
Thought about using the bumper there on the 18 of Ankrum.
Kate Honeycutt all battling for that 3rd spot here on the final lap of stage number 2.
As we got 2 19 trucks on the lead lap. Next one going down is Donna Sutton. Getting past the Bailey Curry.
These guys all fighting to stay on the lead lap. Or at least one down.
And he does it. Bailey Curry wins stage number 2, and that is his first career stage win.
Nice.
Job well done, strategy well done for Bailey Curry. We'll be back for pit stops after this.
For the pound stage.
Larson got a speeding penalty there, so did the 77.
Bailey Curry, the pound stage on the way at Bristol.
Will lead him here. Bailey Curry on the inside.
Great restart by Bailey Curry. First time we've seen someone on the bottom be able to hang through the gears, and now they're going to drag race down the back straightaway.
Watch this 11 truck. We've seen him be solid all year long. He said he got one adjustment away from what he wanted, and he's right there on the leaders.
Raja Caruth takes the lead, leads for the first time tonight. I know, Michael, you were keeping your eye on him. Turned some really good lap times. Last pitted now on lap 82. They stay out.
Tanner Gray in the 15 got really loose off of the corner there. Able to find the bottom there and get going.
There's that 38. Got him some fresh tires back in the top 10. See what he can do. We know he was a class of the field early in the race. Oh, Rubbin is racing, and that's what they're doing.
Yeah, Chandler Smith, we've seen how fast he was. Lost a lot of spots on pit road there. Now he's trying to make those up. First time he's been in traffic all night.
Raja Caruth, Bailey Curry, Corey Heim, Tanner Gray, Caden Honeycutt. Your top 5 here as we have 104 laps to go at Bristol.
Ingram wanted the bottom so bad and pitched him in there. That's such a risky move. You got to trust that guy on the bottom. He's not going to run you up the racetrack there. But you can kind of see why early in the run, the bottom is activated. It's clean. And he wants to be there, and he's going to pinch the inside track.
Around, that's Tony Breininger.
Goes around, hit the wall.
Having such a good run on the lead lap, but this is going to be costly.
That brings out the 6th caution here.
And big damage for that truck for Tony Breininger.
Oh, tough break. Got the lucky dog, got back on the lead lap. So now what do we do?
We stay out.
Yeah, when in doubt, stay out.
Ooh, I like that. That should be a song. You like that?
Take a look at the Breininger. He's on the outside.
Take a look at what happened here. Stuart Friesen on the inside.
You know, Friesen's got some damage to that 52.
Oh,
no.
Something happened.
She was having such a good run, too, on the lead lap, like I said.
Taps Breininger once she goes.
And into the outside wall she goes.
We've seen Stuart Friesen make a little correction on the entry, got a little bit loose there, and came up out of that PJ and just, I mean, there's really nothing Tony could have done there. She was
not at all.
Just making her corner.
Guess who we're going to welcome back to the party, Jamie?
Mr. Riggs?
Lane Riggs is our free pass.
Lane Riggs, the free pass.
Put some tires on it and
Mo.
Here we go.
Can't wait to see what that trucker right there. Raja Caruth restarting here on the outside of Bailey Curry. They got Corey Heim right behind him and Caden Honeycutt.
83 to go.
That 44 and 45 are a couple of stout trucks here tonight in Bristol.
Great race of it. 2 off of turn 2.
3 wide behind him.
Not quite no more, Jamie. Not very many more.
See Corey Heim there on the outside. He's going to try really hard to make this pass happen on Bailey Curry. He's going to squeak it down. What a move by Corey Heim to be able to get down into second place. Now he's in the catbird seat, just like that.
Look at Grant Enfinger looking up top, trying to make things happen.
Behind him, Kyle Larson making it 3 wide again, trying to break into the top 10. He's fallen outside the top 10 after that speeding penalty. See him right there battling for 12th with Gio Ruggiero in the 17.
He's got those new tires, so you got to think maybe they're worth a little bit here as he's going to try to move his way through the field as quickly as possible. And if anyone's going to do it, Kyle Larson's going to make this strategy work.
Still there, all clear, 15, backing it up here, still all clear.
Tanner Gray up high. You see Grant Enfinger finish that 2024 season off on a
caution out
Caution
here
is out
at Bristol.
for the 7th time.
Well, I was looking for the read here. I was looking at the read. Caution's out for some
a little
reason.
bit slow there. I don't know if he was the
I don't know what to
cause of the
caution
caution.
I'm wondering if it's weather.
Uh-oh.
And that's what we're hearing.
Don't say that, Joey.
A little bit of rain
Don't
there.
say that, Joey. No, come on. I didn't say rain. Don't say
This is
that.
interesting.
Don't say that, Joey.
It's not a lot.
Don't see anything on the windshield there for Kyle Larson.
You can see just a little bit when the lights hit it just right. You can see it just a little bit of water.
Well, caution's out for
NASCAR
weather.
taking the
With
conservative
22 to
approach,
go.
which is the right one.
Yeah, it's been
A
going
little bit of
on.
mist. We
So
pretty
he's
much
fine
had
right
that
now,
all day long. But what makes this exciting is if it continues to do this, NASCAR does have the option to go to the wet weather tire. Now the teams had to have 2 sets mounted for
Here's
tonight.
the rain.
You see the
We may
raindrops
go to regular
there.
tires. We did it 2 years ago.
It's not
on
much.
Martinsville.
And I don't know exactly how the rules would be with the wet weather tire. I think they force you to put them on, which would change this race drastically because those tires handle very, very different than what they are on right now. And if the team doesn't make the correct balance adjustments to their trucks,
oh, look at that. That's a wet weather tires.
it's going to change a lot. Todd, what do you got going on down there?
Wet weather tires again.
Yeah, my bald radar dome on my head here said it was raining a little bit, but guess what? It has stopped now. There is not a drop coming down, so my guess is we'll go back.
Question.
Back in the way of Bristol.
Green flag back
14
in
to
the air
go.
for Corey Heim, Chandler Smith. 14 laps to go at
There's a
Bristol.
pig thing
What a
there.
start
Yeah.
by Chandler Smith.
4 wide.
Wide behind him.
4 wide.
They're
About to be that
stacking up.
great.
Contact behind him.
How the hell can it go?
Wow, I can't believe
And Carson's
everybody got
back out
around
again.
Curry. He had a problem on that 44 truck.
And who was
Carson's
the
back
leader
out
when the
again.
caution came out?
Something.
They're showing Corey Heim as the leader as of now.
Maybe rain again.
And I don't know what the caution was for.
Andres Perez.
They kept it all straight. To Michael's point, we've got Andres
We
Perez.
never see 4 wide.
Quite a bit of damage in the 77. He brings it down
Andres
pit road.
Perez. So I don't know what the caution maybe rain for
Well,
again.
I asked the question, would there be another caution?
Don't
And the
let the pace
answer
truck,
was
dude.
yes.
Why you guys just side by side?
I think they're showing
Showing-
Chandler Smith as the leader.
Well, we need to go back to the last.
Wow,
square,
and now he's going to have the
The caution
preferred
came
lane
out.
and control on the restart.
Well, the caution
He did a
was 12
tremendous
laps to
job
go.
getting up through the
He
gears and was
Bristol.
able to get it positioned down into turn 1,
Caution
which
is
we
out
haven't
for
seen that
something.
from the bottom row
Wait for what
the whole
again?
night.
Andres Perez with some damage.
Took it to the restart here.
What a restart for Smith. See, he's
They
on the
could
bottom
have
there.
to row 2 falls back.
And just motors him.
See, it's washing
Just-
right there.
Drives it and gets position right there. Now, yes, the bottom's not in yet, but when the caution came out, they go back to the last loop. There's loops around the racetrack,
Yeah,
and they go back to the last one you went through while it was green, and that's how they score you. And you could tell that, you know, Chandler Smith was out in front green.
All right, boys, pull those belts tight one more time. 7 laps to go at the line. Chandler Smith and Corey Heim side by side. What a jump for the 38 truck. Here comes Kyle Larson ripping the fence.
I know it's
Corey
good
Heim
now. I know it's
little bit of a
playing now.
stumble on the
NASCAR.
start.
Bell did it last fall at Martinsville. Crashed 6 to go. What?
Rick
Crashed
got
6 to
too
go.
high, lost some ground there.
The leaders just crossed the line. We've reached our craftsman. 6 to go. What a battle up front. Can Kyle Larson do it?
Larson kind of missed the bottom on the entry there a little bit. Gave up some time to Chandler
I
Smith.
put that
It's
there
going
for
to take
some
a few
reason.
laps, it seems like, for him to get going. He hasn't had many laps, though, to do it.
4 to go.
Chandler
The
Smith
costumes
out
are now.
front.
We're the old
What
time.
a journey it's
We don't
been. He
costume
started in the
anymore.
truck
We make it
series
old
with Kyle
time.
Busch Motorsports,
4
moved
to
up
go for
to
Chandler
the
Smith.
Xfinity Series, and this year got a great ride with Front Row, decided to come back. It's been a minute since he's been to Victory Lane in the Truck Series. He's got
Watch
to
out
hold
for
off
that.
Kyle Larson
Watch out
here
for the screen right
for
there,
about
so
3.5
right
more
there.
laps.
Watch out for that dog right there.
He's doing a good job. It seems like he's able to hold Matt Bay right now. Larson saying, I got to do something.
Come on.
He moves up to
Come
the
on,
top of the
Larson. Get
racetrack,
up there,
hoping to
please.
find a miracle up there.
Well, Todd
Get
told us
podcast
Larson was
for
really happy
Larson.
with his truck up there. Does he have enough
Agreed.
time to get it done?
That was a last
Two to
ditch
go,
effort by
Bristol.
Larson. He said, I'm going to try it.
Larson, come on.
He knows
Catch
now
him. I want
he's
caution.
too far back.
I don't know. May not get
Kyle
there.
Larson just
That's a
ran
gap
the
right there.
fastest lap of the race, over
124
124.7 miles per hour.
And 1 mile to go.
So
Something like Campbell Bay. Final out of Bristol.
Last went to
Chad
victory
Smith.
lane in 2021.
And the car comes out. The race is
Comes
over.
back to the Truck Series.
Got a
Can
back
he
race
pull
for
it
Chad
off?
Smith at Bristol. Turns 3
2
and 4.
corners.
And Chad Smith is going to win at Bristol.
Welcome back to the Truck Series. He wins it
Oh, yeah,
at
good job
Bristol.
down there, Lenny. Good
How
job,
about
Hammer.
that for
Great
Chad
job,
Smith?
guys.
Well,
Great job,
I'll take second there for Larson.
Hell yeah. All right, bro.
A masterful job. Did a great job on the restart. Did a great job managing the race. They had a not so great pit stop, lost the track position. Smart driver. Didn't